packing the car, ready for the October backpack trip. Backpack's ready to go. X-Ped on the side, and yeah, went with a 74 litre. Usually roll with a little bit less when I've got a stash, but I don't have a stash on this hunt, so I will be riding in on a mountain bike with saddlebags. Done that a few times, so that's all loaded in there. And yeah, just got rifle, gear, front tyre, swag, binos, and my day pack. So yeah, everything should be fine. Looking forward to the trip. Just stuck under the tarp at the moment. It's sort of late Monday night, and met another hunter up here. Kaylin's come all the way down from Queensland to hunt sambar deer, so I wish him all the best. And we had a good campfire and shared a few stories. So yeah, it's pretty windy, bit of rain expected, hopefully not too much, but hope can pack in tomorrow and get in before the rain really sets in. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow morning will be okay, and not too much rain overnight, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, pretty comfy in the swag, and looking forward to tomorrow. After the long hike in, my number one priority was to find water, and while out looking for this, I managed to spy this stag out feeding on a face at about midday. Many hunters may not realise that deer, and especially sambar, often feed during the middle part of the day. In this situation, they'll get up, stretch their legs, have a feed, and then bed back down a short distance away. I've shot a mature 30-inch stag doing the exact same thing that this stag is doing here in the video. I estimated this stag to be about 22 or 23 inches in length, and wasn't something that I was looking to take for the trip, so I continued to watch and film him as he fed along the face. After about 20 minutes of filming, I decided to move on, as I'd totally run out of water and was beginning to feel the effects of dehydration. Finding water proved to be a little bit more difficult than I had expected. Only finding a small spring, I decided to head back to camp and finish setting it up, knowing a storm was coming and I could capture water from the fly. Not quite set up yet, but yeah, it goes alright. Struggling a bit, a lot of wind, it's raining a little bit now as well. Sorry about my nose. Just trying to cook some dinner in the wind. Not ideal, just wish this wind would go away. It's very annoying. Right on first light, well down a gully system and out of the wind.
I managed to spy these 4 stags, a couple having a play fight while the other 2 fed along. The biggest stag was the one in the middle, heading directly away from me, and was about 24 to 25 inches in length.
Yeah, just packed up camp, heading up to another spot up the ridge, probably about another kilometre. It'll give me access to some other country and get there right thing first morning and on evening. So yeah, it's still a little bit windy. It's supposed to get real gale force winds on Friday, so I might sort of half make my way out on Friday. Yeah, saw about 6 stags this morning. Best was probably about 25, I'd say. Yeah, hopefully we'll spot something worthwhile up here. There's a couple of faces I want to get around to. One a little bit protected from this wind that's sort of from the north. So yeah, hopefully do alright. Carrying about 5 litres of water with me, so pretty heavy pack, but it's going to be a hell of a hike out if I do get a stag. So well, it'll be worth it though. Alright, keep moving. This is why I bring an umbrella when you get stuck out in the rain. Just protects yourself from getting soaking wet. Mates love it. I think it's gay, but it serves a purpose. I always carry an umbrella with me on these sorts of trips. Just a little fold away, doesn't weigh anything, but if you get stuck out in the rain like I am right now, yeah, pretty handy. Hopefully it'll stop soon so I can get out and blast. So just some of the gear that I use. It's fogged in right now, so I'll do a little bit of footage on my gear. Kiwi hunting gear, really good stuff. As you saw, I have an umbrella that is pretty small, but yeah, that's why I don't hunt with a real heavy jacket. This one's quite thin. There's nothing worse than sweating too much when you're trying to hunt and having to strip off layers. So, and also if it rains, you know, you don't want to be carrying a wet weather jacket around with you all the time. Yes, hunt with a 35 William. You can see there the Stony Creek. Yeah, this is a really good backpack. It's not even a backpack, it's a day pack. It's only got 15 litres. Just fits my tripod, spotting scope, water, and a bit of food, knife, etc. So it really works well. Hunt with the Kiwi gaiters, really lightweight, and Aku boots. Bought these from overseas, in Italy I think it was. Really good boat, very light but very sturdy. Got a nice rubber insert around them, and yeah, good Vibram sole. And yeah, they do the job real good up in this mountain country. Good high ankle support, and they don't weigh a ton.
In terms of optics and tripod, I use the Swaro EL 12x50 binoculars on top of a slick 450G tripod. The tripod weighs about 500 grams, packs down to about 30 centimeters in length, and is light and sturdy for use with glassing and or a spotting scope, and it retails at around about $50. The binoculars I use are the EL 12x50s. I think they're perfect all-in-one binocular for bush stalking and also spotting animals on opposite face with the 12x magnification. And I use that in conjunction with the Vortex Razor HD spotter. It's 11x33 magnification by 50mm objective. They're about 700 grams and 26 centimeters long, perfect for backpacking and day hunts where you want to assess an animal on an opposite face to determine if you want to put a stalk on.
Yes, hunting with 35 million, you can see there, forever. It's probably about 25 years old, that. 225 grain Barnes X's, and nothing will kill anything out to probably 250 metres, not a problem, and I wouldn't want to be shooting any further than that with it, and it's part of the reason why I hunt with it, because it's my style of hunting is actually seeing the deer and then you put a stalk on the deer. I don't believe there's a lot of effort required if you want to just shoot a deer from 400 to kilometre away. I think that doesn't require a lot of skill from hunting, which is why I love using the 35 wheeling, because I don't want to shoot that far, but if I wanted to, it won't do it. I really appreciate being able to stalk in on a deer and the effort that it takes to get past its sight, sound and smell. And if you're avoiding all of those three, which a lot of the long range shooters do, you're really not testing yourself as a hunter. I mean, you might be a good shooter, and some of them are very good shooters, some of them aren't, and that's all good. But if you want to hunt a deer and you want to respect the deer and take the deer fairly, I think it's important to put a stalk on that deer and use your skill as a hunter. Show other people that you're a good hunter by doing it right and showing respect for the deer and also for the sport itself. So I'm in some country that lends itself to a bit of long range shooting, but if I see a deer from distance, then I'll plan a stalk and hopefully get within 150 metres or so of him and being able to take the shot. The closer it is, the better. The more of the adrenaline rush you have when you stalk in close to a deer, and full respect to those hunters that do it that way and hunt with respect to the deer and to other hunters, and to bow hunters. I've taken up bow hunting recently, and it's such an adrenaline rush to be able to get within range of a sandbrew with a bow especially, and been able to take one. I took one this year, and it was such an adrenaline rush to get within range and know that you haven't been spotted or smelt, or even if you get seen, you can stay still, and they will take a bit of interest in you. But then if you don't move, they generally settle down. And I think it's a real skill to be able to stalk in close. And mate of mine, Jamie, he had an encounter with one and got within 12 metres, and you could hear it on the phone when he was ringing me straight after that. It meant a lot to be within 12 metres of a deer and not be spotted and be able to take it fair and square. So hats off to anyone that does it that way. It's fogged in a little bit now, so we'll have to wait a little while. Hopefully it will clear, because there's a face just over here that I want to glass, but I can't see it right now because it's fogged in. But still a bit of time left. I think it's only about 5:30 or so, and sunset's at 7:30. Alright, we'll be back.
After the rain and fog had cleared, I decided I needed to move positions. After I did, I spotted this beautiful stag about a minute after glassing a new face. He was about 500 metres away, and it was about half an hour before dark.
stag down there. I had a good look at him and decided not to take him. He's a very good head though. It's getting on dark. Sunset, it's the last little bit of light, so don't know if I would be able to get down there quick enough and get him, but probably could. But I'll come back in the morning and have another look at him, I think. See if he's got any mates.
Being a quality trophy stag, many hunters would want to take this animal, and it's this situation that presents the hunter with many questions, as once you have spotted him from this distance, what is your next move?
Could be good 500, easy, maybe 600. This is when the stalk begins, when you see that deer and you start to plan your stalk. You go, right, what have I got to do to get down there within a ethical range to take that shot? And also use all of my hunting skill to avoid his being able to see me, smell me or hear me. Those are the three things you got to do as a hunter and a stalker. That animal deserves a lot of respect, and taking a shot from here and hoping that you might hit him is just, it's not what we call hunting, it's just a shooting skill. And there's a big difference between it. Take that animal fair and square, use all of your hunting skill, makes you a very proud hunter, and you can put him on the wall with a lot of other hunters having a lot of respect for the way you've done it. Might try a bit of Thai green chicken curry tonight. Thai green chicken curry. It's actually really nice. Making my way to a glassing spot right on first light. Hoping to find a nice stag out. It's still a bit windy. So I had a pretty good morning this morning, saw 6 stags. It was quite windy though, it still is. Clouds rolling through, a little bit of rain, so hasn't been really ideal. I think if it was a bit quieter, would have led itself to a few more deer staying out and been able to be spotted, but never mind. Just going to show you my camp and some of my gear that I've got for backpacking. Just a few things in my campsite for backpacking. Take one of these dry bags. This one's really waterproof and holds water, not a problem. That's 15 litres. Pack, obviously gun. Found that the Merrick 30 flies, definitely the best fly that I've used. Handles quite high wind, yeah, none of the corners tear, none of the eyelets come out, been very well made, so highly recommend that. Just some food, so backcountry noodles, snacks, muesli bars, coffee, bit of soup, have porridge for breakfast, 2-minute noodles if I'm at camp for lunch, otherwise take muesli bars, and yeah, the backcountry for dinner. Pack, charger just for the phone if you are in reception, just a few items there. Bring up a little bit of Captain Morgan, it's always nice to have by the fire. Cooker, powdered milk, sugar, Gatorade, spare socks, etc. Roll with a X-bed and just a bivvy bag, doesn't really matter whatever one you like. That one's pretty lightweight. The Merrick 31 is also a very good one. I've left that in one of my stashes, so I couldn't take it. And yeah, just a sort of a -5 sort of comfort level of about 0 sleeping bag. And yeah, a couple other items there that in the bag or in there that quite important too. A saw, you know, all your first aid sort of things, knife, fork, spoon, just things like that, spare batteries, toilet paper, things like that. So yeah, it's been a good camp. Didn't bring a pillow, which probably would have helped. Even a blow-up pillow or something with a jumper over the top would have been better than just trying to crush my clothes up. But yeah, it's been a good camp. Just packing out, yeah, leaving a day early. Supposed to get some pretty high winds here tonight, so I thought, no, I'll pack out and get back to the car and maybe camp up the tops and have a bit of a poke around up there tomorrow if it's not too bad. But yeah, saw 16 stags in here, so yeah, successful hunt in terms of seeing a few stags. Saw a really nice 28-incher. Could have gone in and probably taken him, but decided to pass him up and leave him for another year, or if another hunter, you know, comes in and you know, closes the gap on him and takes him, you know, fair and square, he'll be very proud of him. So yeah, a good hunt. You don't always have to take a deer to have a successful hunt, and yeah, checking out some new country. So yeah, learned a lot. And left a little bit of gear in there for another backpack. Hopefully with one of my mates come in next time, and they might be able to take that stag. So yeah, got a fair few kilometres to pack out. Not really looking forward to it, to be honest. But yeah, got a few hours ahead of me, and yeah, I'll get up to the tops and yeah, hopefully get to the car safely. So yeah, good hunt, and I'll catch you later.